guys, welcome back to another episode of F1 2023. This is Career Mode Season 2, Week 9 in Austria. Let's see how we get on this week. Hopefully we can put the last couple of weeks behind us. They have been absolutely horrendous. DNF after DNF after DNF. Not the best of seasons or starts to races we have had over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, as I say, this week in Austria we can turn it around. We have got qualifying, a sprint and a normal race this week. So we've got a bit of extra racing for you guys this week. But yeah, we're going to go ahead straight into qualifying now, as we normally do, and see where we end up around this track. We did race here last year. Wasn't too bad of a race, but yeah, we just need to focus, stay on track, and hopefully get some points on the board, because we are slowly letting the leaders pull away from us really in the goals that we've set for the season. So yeah, we need ideally a good weekend here. We are currently P7th overall in the standings, which again, if you've been watching since the beginning of the season, we did set ourselves a goal to finish in the top 3, so we're not that far off top 3, to be honest. I think there's probably about 50 points in it, but again, the more we obviously lose or don't finish races, it impacts us massively. So we need a good race here in Austria, and then we can hopefully kick on for the rest of the season and finish in style. We're only on week 9 out of 23, so again, quite a lot of races left of the season, but we need to just put a few good runs together, a few good weeks, and then hopefully we can sit on the podium again and sort of smash that goal and target that we've set ourselves. So it's not too bad. Again, we're looking so far pretty good around here. As you can see, we are P1 in the top left hand side there. So we should be able to secure this, which we do, which is perfect start there to the race weekend. Just what we needed. The last couple of weeks have been pretty bad. Obviously, if you want to watch any of those videos, they will be linked at the end of this video as well, the whole playlist. So feel free to go and check those out as well. But yeah, hopefully we can compete in these races. Again, we have got a new rivalry here, which is now Charles Leclerc. So far we're not doing too good. As you can see there, he's currently winning by 7 points to 3, but we should be able to hopefully pick up some points this weekend, especially with just winning qualifying, and then hopefully we can do some stuff in the race as well. But we have the sprint coming up now, which is 3 laps. And then obviously we will go into the race, which will be 5 laps as well. So a bit of extra racing this week, which is always good and comes in handy. Just get a bit more practice when we haven't been playing for quite some time. So 3 laps coming up. It's always that last corner as well that can catch you out. So got to be careful of that last corner. But other than that, because we're starting in pole position, should be pretty comfortable. But again, never say never. We have seen over the last couple of races, those Mercedes definitely can compete and will take you out if they want to, so we need to be very careful of that, especially as we have got George Russell next to us as well, and Leclerc isn't that far behind as well, so we need to be careful of our main rival there as well. Leclerc is up into P2, so hopefully we can put a gap between us and them pretty quickly, stay on track, make no mistakes or minor mistakes, and then we can hopefully keep hold of pole position here as we go into the race as well. So far it's not looking too bad. We have got a 2-second gap as well, so it's pretty good so far, good start. But again, anything can change in a race, so we need to be very careful. Just keep on concentrating around these bends, around the corners. Let's see what we can do. But again, overall, this isn't a bad track to race around. There's not that many hard braking points. There's quite a few straights as well. So if you have got cars that have got a bit of pace in them, you should be able to pull away pretty quickly. That's the last corner there that sometimes catches us out. But yeah, overall, there's not that many hard braking points. So it's a fairly easy track to race around. Pretty standard, straightforward. Not many mistakes to be made around here compared to other circuits and other tracks, but yeah, overall it's good. It's always been good for us to race around here. Right, we have got the bit wide there, so our first mistake of the day. We have got the quickest time as well, so that's always going to come in handy because we can get some extra points there. Just need to regain and focus now on this second lap before we go into the last lap. Minor mistake there has cost us a few milliseconds there, but nothing too dramatic. We should be able to recover pretty nicely. About 3 seconds is the cars behind now, so again we have pretty much pulled away from the cars behind us, so we should be alright, as we are going to come to the end of the second lap here. Then we've got one final sprint lap coming up, and then obviously the main race. So main race 5 laps again around this track, so it's not too bad. I mean, there's potential for anything to happen in a race like there is for any race, but again, because it's a pretty straightforward track, don't expect there to be that many incidents across the 5 laps unless we obviously make a major mistake. But the way this race weekend has been so far, we should hopefully be able to maintain it, but again, you never know. Right, final second half of the lap coming up now. Sitting pretty comfortably, about 5 seconds ahead. Cars behind now, so a bit too wide there, but again we can recover pretty easily. Gone green in sector 2 as well, as you can see. Our time's in the top right corner, so we should hopefully potentially have another fastest lap on our hands here. Looks like we do, which is perfect. We get another quick lap there.
Yes, great drive, great drive. Everyone here.
See if we can make it a hat-trick and get 3 first place finishes across the whole weekend. Driver of the day as well. Cannot complain when we get that. Always perfect and comes in handy. So that is good. We have got the final race coming up now. 5 laps, full race. Where's Leclerc? Leclerc's in 3rd, so it's not too bad. And obviously Lando still pottering about 8th. So we're 7th in the championship and Lando is 8th. So again, we are close by. But yeah, we're just competing there together. Again, set ourselves a target of top 3 finish for the season. And then in the Constructors' Championship, we have also set ourselves a top 3 finish. So we're 4th currently in the Constructors, so not doing too bad. But yeah, the Drivers' one, we're 7th, so we have got a bit of work to do there. But 5 laps coming up. Hopefully we can work some magic here across these 5 laps and take it home pretty nicely. But yeah, guys, as always, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Obviously, if you want to see some different races, different tracks, let me know in the comments as well. Obviously, I'm always looking to race on new circuits or ones that I haven't done a lot. I mean, barring potentially Azerbaijan and Monaco. If you've seen those videos, you know that I'm an absolute horrendous driver and racer around those 2 circuits. So, again, if I see those comments, we won't be racing around there. Don't take offense if I do ignore those comments, but any other tracks, let me know. I'm trying to obviously get through as many of the tracks as I can, hence why I'm doing these seasons, just so we can compete on all of the tracks. But yeah, let me know in the comments, obviously, if there is any tracks that you want to see, and for sure we will add it to the season. Right, let's go ahead and get straight into the race here. 5 laps coming up. Can we hold on to pole position? Okay, we get a pretty decent start there, so we should hopefully be able to hold them off as long as we can get through the first couple of laps, and then we have a good advantage when DRS comes into play as well, which will be on lap 3. So as long as we can get ahead of that and give ourselves a couple of seconds between us and the cars behind, then we should be able to see it home. So 1.3 so far, so again we have got a pretty good start, but we just need to keep pushing and not make any mistakes here. See if we can take it home nice and easy and complete the trio of first place finishes for this weekend, which is just what we need to get ourselves back on track, really. It's always going to be a difficult uphill task when trying to compete with obviously the best, but if we put a few good weeks together, we should be able to. I cannot see why we can't get ourselves back in the, not necessarily title picture, but at least back into the top 3 contention, which is obviously the goal that we've set ourselves. Last year we was set ourselves a goal of top 10 we sort of smashed that, and I think we finished in the top 5. So obviously we're going one further this year and going for top 3. Potentially, who knows, if the series does well, we may come back for a 3rd season, and we may obviously try and go for the actual title then. But we need to sort of perfect our racing a bit more and not make as many silly mistakes like that one that we've just done to compete for the title. But again, 3 seconds nearly to the cars behind already, so we are sitting pretty comfortable already around here. So, and this is only lap 2 as well, so hopefully we can make that margin slightly bigger as we progress through the laps. But again, what we're going to try and do is just keep on pushing ourselves and hold on to that fastest lap time, because that's going to come in handy and give us an extra point as well, which is obviously going to be ideal and what we're looking for as we need to climb back up the standings. So this is going to be the back end of lap 2 coming up now. So DRS opens now, so we need to make sure we maintain a gap of at least a second, so that we can't potentially get caught with that. So as long as we can maintain that, we should be pretty good. Again, 3 seconds at the minute, so there's no immediate danger, but if we make a mistake, that could soon change. So we just need to be very, very careful of our racing here across the next couple of laps. Let's see if we can maintain this. But again, overall Austria is a very nice track. I mean, nice scenery. Pretty straightforward, to be honest. Again, there's the 1 or 2 corners that can catch you out. So mistakes can be made, but overall the racing lines are pretty good. Bit wide there on that one, but again, easy to recover. But yeah, overall there's not that many hard corners really. Obviously you've got the one near the beginning, and then this one at the end here that can catch you out as well. Depending on obviously the speed you go through, you can potentially clip the wall sometimes, but other than that, it's pretty much straightforward. So we have got another fastest lap there. 2 more laps to go. We are currently on lap 4. And again, 4 seconds ahead, so looking pretty comfortable so far. We're just going to obviously try and take the car home nice and easy, not cause any further damage. So the last couple of weeks have been horrendous. We've ended up breaking the car in more than one way, unfortunately. So anything we can do here to get the car home nice and dry, no mistakes, it's always going to be a bonus. This back end of the 4th lap here coming up. So again, it's been a pretty easy race to be honest. There will be obviously challenging and competing weeks, as you would have seen over the last couple of races. We've been challenged a lot by the Mercedes, which I expect them to be our main challengers for the season, especially with Russell and Hamilton. They have just got a tremendous amount of speed on straights. Obviously not this week. We've been able to pull away from them really, but across the last couple of circuits and racetracks, they have challenged us quite a bit. Got into a few collisions with the Mercedes as well, so we always need to be wary of that. But overall, it's been pretty good so far. The racing standards this year haven't been too bad. Can't complain too much. This is the final lap coming up. Again, already sort of a third through here, so pretty much nice and easy there, as you can see. About 8 seconds ahead to the cars behind, so we can sort of just roam and take it round nice and easily. Make sure we're hitting those braking points. Take the car across the finish line. Last couple of corners coming up now, but this is the one, as I say, is the one that can catch you out. Going a bit too wide there, and then obviously clipping the wall here. So again, not too bad, but that is that for this race coming up. And again, we finish with a trio of wins. We will take that, cannot complain. It's been a long couple of weeks since we did get a few couple of wins, so back-to-back wins there. Lance Stroll, driver of the day. Don't always see that, so that's interesting and good to see someone different. But we will go to the podium, because it has been a while since we have celebrated on the podium. So we'll watch this for a second, take it all in, and enjoy the podium finish. Leclerc on third there, and obviously George Russell second. So we managed to outperform Charles, but again, him being on the podium doesn't necessarily work in our favour, but we do nick a few points off him there going into the rivalry, so that is great. Let's go ahead and see where we are now in terms of the rivalry. I think we should have, I think maybe 5. Well, there we go. We get 6 points, so we're pretty much 6 across the whole weekend there. So 9 to 10. Okay, so and we've still got 4 races remaining, so we are back into this rivalry now with Mr. Leclerc. 9 to 10 in his favour. But again, 4 races, so as long as we can put some decent races together, out-qualify him, out-race him, then we should be pretty good. We will go and obviously check the standings, as always, see where we are in the standings now, if we have made some progression on there, which we have. So we move up to P5. As I said, before that race we were in P7, so we've gone up to P5 there, only about 20 points behind Hamilton in third. So again, we are pretty close there. A few decent races, put together a couple of races, we should be able to sneak into the top 3 hopefully, because obviously all those cars there, you need to remember that they will probably get points every race weekend as well. So we just need to put some wins together, get maximum points, and then we'll see ourselves climb there. And obviously we're still P4 in the constructor standings as well. So we're on 157, Red Bull 172. So again, not too bad. A couple of races, and we should hopefully leapfrog them into third as well. But yeah, we'll see how we get on next week, and hopefully we can just put some wins together and go from there. But as always, guys, I appreciate all the support. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. I will catch you all next week, week 10. See you soon.